Alright. Welcome to SideboardMTG. My name's Eric, and today it's time for another of Dev's deck. We've got Mardu Superfriends here. Now, this is a deck that I've actually been wanting to brew in Mardu more and more lately. It seems like just the color pie or the section of the pie has so much goodness there. I mean, Rekindling Phoenix, all the walkers, just a ton of great cards, and Dev puts that on display for us today. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the content in general, subscribe to the channel. If you don't know who Dev is, I don't know how you wouldn't know who Dev is, but if you don't, there should be a little information icon right up there in the top right hand corner. It'll take you over to his page. You can watch the deck tech with him. I'm going to go over the deck with you guys here today, but he gives you a much better breakdown of the deck than I'm going to be able to. So, welcome everybody. Welcome to Dev's deck. We've got just an awesome deck here for you. Glint Sleeve Siphoners, of course, probably. Yeah. This is the best 2-drop in Standard. I'm pretty sure. It's definitely the best black 2-drop in Standard, and there are some great 2-drops in Standard right now. But Glint Sleeve Siphoner, we're just seeing it in more and more lists. I mean, if decks are running black, they're just discard the advantage of this, even if you have no other energy payoff or energy production, drawing 1, maybe even 2 cards per turn, dealing 2 to 4 damage, sometimes 6 and 8 damage per Glint Sleeve. This card really helps you get in that early chip damage. Great card, and I was happy to see it here in this deck. I mean, just as soon as you see 4 Glint Sleeve Siphoners in a deck, you're like, alright, well, right off the bat, this deck's trying to be pretty serious at this point. Magma Spray over Fatal Push, and I really like this decision Dev made here. Magma Spray is really good against the Mardu Walkers, or sorry, not Mardu Walkers, but Mardu Vehicles, Scrap Heap Scrounger decks. There's a lot of Mono Black. There's the Black Red deck. Not necessarily the Red Black deck, not to be confused, but the Black Red deck. Whoa, what's going on with my chat? We're disconnected from chat. No way. What is going on? Chat. One moment, guys. I'll get you guys. Fixing it now, fellas. Oh, we're losing it. We're gaining it all back, though. It's all coming back. Where's the chat? We've got it. Just, you got to get it loaded. Bam! All right. There we go. Let's dial it in a little bit. Fix that. Get it caught up. Alright, now we can get to streaming, right? We were supposed to be streaming earlier, right? You know, we don't even have the cards for this deck. We should probably at least jump over to Mana Traders and pick those up, right? Speaking of Mana Traders, before I get farther into the deck, yeah, I covered the Glint Sleeve Siphoner and the Magma Spray, but speaking of Mana Traders, guys, guess what? We finally have a sponsor. So, that means pretty much all decks are available for us at this point. We can now play pretty much anything that is playable on Magic Online, and that's pretty cool. So definitely, when the standard format starts to get stale from time to time, as formats occasionally get solved, the next Pro Tour will be in standard, that sort of thing. So there will be moments where standard gets a little stale, kind of part of standard, but that means that we'll at that point get to jump into some modern, we'll jump into maybe some legacy, even have access to vintage. And if you want to get access to all of that, you can jump over to Mana Traders. There's a link in the description box. Use SideboardMTG15, our new promo code, and you will save 15% on your first 4 months with Mana Traders. That's how much they liked our community. It's great to be able to play with all the decks in Standard and you can do that with Mana Traders. I really, really like the product, and you know, I really couldn't be happier with that being our first sponsor in the community. So I am going to seek a chair, though. I'm going to seek a chair. It'll be a lamp and chair. There you go. Oh wow! You think we could get a chair with like a lamp? I don't know. That'd be all right. Anyway, you know, thanks. I just got to give major props to Mana Traders and everything they do, and thank you very much for sponsoring SideboardMTG in our community. That's just terrific. Thank you so much. And again, you know, they gave us a great promo code. So, you know, subscribers to SideboardMTG, you guys, you can get in on Mana Traders and like play everything. Play Dev's decks. Play the most competitive decks in Standard. Brew online so you know what you want to play later. Man, I need to just clip this whole section out. We'll make it the commercial, and we'll go from there, right? All right. We got the cards. And I got the spiel out, and like the spiel plug. It's a plug. You caught it there. Finally. Let's get some shout outs. We've got Jeffrey in here. Vlogs. I'm not gonna try the first one. Justin Clay, welcome. I've got to get to where I can see the entire chat. That's just not enough for me. That is not enough for me. All right, Jeffrey, Daniel from Brazil. No Liliana. Oh man, we just Liliana is great, but she's in the sideboard here. He's got a Liliana in here. She's just in the sideboard. What I'm more upset about than no Liliana is the fact that we have no Lost Legacy anywhere. Like, you guys might get a little upset at me, but I'm probably cutting 2 cards out of this sideboard for Lost Legacies. I just don't want to die to Approach. I mean, I know we've got some like killer good starts, and we can use Gideon to stop our Approach, but I really want a chance at that Lost Legacy. I know double black's going to be a little bit hard to hit in this deck. Field of Ruin's getting a lot of play, and we have no black source to search up. So, you know, that's something else. But Ramo, welcome. Mitch Wells, welcome. Daniel, you're the one from Brazil, right? We got a couple new people from Brazil watching. You know, shout out to Brazil and, you know, everyone from not in the United States, because I know the hours aren't exactly the same. I know, wait, Brazil's below. You're probably what, Central Time? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know how what's the axis? Maybe they're further over. Yeah, I would have to have a globe to figure it out, you know. Just not good on those latitude and longitudes. We were joking about that last night. Who else we got here? Boros, Music. And we got a ton of people. SD, Alexi, the Gray Griffin, Dominico, Stephen Bennett. Welcome. Taco is crazy. Who else we got? Man, I know we had a ton of people stop in early. Andrew was, you know, making sure that you guys hit that like button. Man, that I have, you know, I underestimated how much that like button really helps. How Internet? I'm sure I missed some people. Max, welcome. But we are going to get on with the show here. Like, you know, that first 10 minutes, you know, we have fun. We get kind of limbered up. You know, gotta get ready. Gotta play some Magic and have some fun at the same time. And you know what? Paying life for their creatures is something I'm totally willing to do. Paying life to draw cards is something I'm totally willing to do. So these 2 drops are just devastating. Just devastating. First live show, Greg. Well, welcome. I hope you guys enjoy. Right? That coffee, man. I was like, okay, all right, let's do this. We're gonna play this deck. I am super excited about this deck, and I really want to do well with it. So we've got some Harness Lightnings here, 4 of, 2 of Braids. Pia and Alar helping us go wide. This is kind of like if you're not going to play Whirler or Virtuoso, this just guarantees that you're going to get the Thopter. Now, it doesn't give you that option, you know, to stack some energy and like cash it in later on some Glint Sleeve triggers or even Aether Sphere Harvester or something. But normally a Glint Sleeve will come in and give you an extra trigger for your Aether Sphere or something. So they work really, really well together. And then, you know, of course, PNLR creating you know, fire breathing on your artifact creature here, which pretty much the only ones you're going to have are your Aether Sphere Harvesters and your Thopters. But still, giving you something late game when you top deck this, it could be really, really nice for you. Gideon, again, that's kind of, you know, our answer to approach and our answer to, you know, when everything just has to be wiped away and start over. And, you know, sometimes we'll do that by just casting some spells, maybe you know, throwing a, you know, Chandra down, ticking her down, and following that up with something else. I do like the fact that, you know, for 5 mana, which is the amount that it takes to cast the Scarab God, you can take Chandra down and Magma Spray, and that doesn't exactly equal, you know, card loss, but because you'll retain the Chandra, and you'll be like, hopefully be able to pull back and her pull live. Woo. Let's drink some coffee. No editing. You know, this is live. You can't go back and cut that out. All right. Tongue tied. It's just, it happened. It's gone. It's gone. All right. Welcome everyone. It's a Saturday. What's Chat Boss? Chat Boss is something to allow people to interact with the stream. Those that, oh man, so subscriptions will help kill the boss, and whoever basically does the action that finally kills the boss will then become the stream boss. So, and then at that point, you know, if we have decisions to make and things like that, you know, your opinion will be held a little bit higher than everyone else's. You know, so it'll give you something to I don't know, to have a little bit more control, or I don't know, a little bit more interaction. It was supposed to be a lot of fun, and then Andrew and Ryan and those guys, they kind of blew it up, and I had to rebuild it. So DDT, thank you for subscribing. So, you know, that'll hit the Chat Boss, so he'll take a little bit of damage there, things like that, and then, you know, once he's gone, someone else will take over, and then you know, you can go from there. J-Dubs, welcome. Herman, what's up, John? We've got Huatli in this deck main board. Man, doesn't it just seem like Lily would have been better here? I don't know. I really like Huatli though. Huatli makes her 3/3s with trample, and you know, that can get work done. Angrath. So this is another kind of good answer for control, and you know, a lot of people are talking about card advantage. The professor just did a video on card advantage. I should probably put a link somewhere for the professor, but if he needs me to advertise for him, the professor's great. All right, like I'm a big fan. Anyway, Angrath here. That you slam this thing, if they can't answer it, bam, bam. Hezen plays. Thanks for stopping in. First time watching. All right, guys. Sideboard. You guys kind of got a glimpse of that a minute ago. Sweltering Suns cast out. Let's see, Duress. We can get rid of that. Do we have Vraska's Contempt? We just have cast out, don't we? Okay. So this is our other Contempt, I guess. I'm not so worried about the cut to ribbon. I think this deck will gain control of a game to the point where it will push the opponent down. It looks extremely powerful and well built. I don't even know what I'm thinking here. We just need 2 Lost Legacies and jump into some games. That's what we need to do. Hey, it goes down as the DM. Says he's only been playing for a week, been watching to help you learn. Well, more than likely I'm going to help you learn what not to do. But, you know, either way. You watch my punts, and then you won't have to worry about punting yourself. You know? We'll be all right. The Reddit, absolutely. So what do we got coming up later today, right? We got the Patreon game. So those of you that are patrons, make sure that you post on March's list. Still got a couple slots open there. So if you guys are wanting to get in on the Patreon games later today, and you haven't had a deck run this month, make sure you post a deck. Other than that, I'm gonna fill the extra slot with a deck that I got pretty much. I've been impressed with. It put 2 copies in our top 8 last night, and beat me in top 8. And it's the first game I've lost with my Grixis deck in quite some time, and is going to require me to start running a couple additional cards in my sideboard. So. We are going to fill the slot with that, and I hope you guys like that deck. Spoiler alert, it's got a horse in it. Anyway, we've got our land. We've got that awesome start, and because we're in white-black, we get to actually have it untapped on one, which is pretty cool. Which means Fatal Push is probably a little bit more powerful in this deck. Yeah, I'm going to keep for sure. Sponsor, absolutely. I still haven't made a sponsor one. I have I? Did I sponsor? Wow, I did. I did make a sponsor one. I just sat down one day and just made a ton of them. So I'm sure some of them haven't been used yet, but all right. Let's play some Magic. Ooh, another Concealed Courtyard. Well, that means one of these is coming in tap. Ooh, my stacks move all the way down here. Alright. Well, cast out's going to be really good in this deck because I need to cast out the Phoenix. So we're not going to be casting cast out. I am going to be going with the Aether Hub or not going to be cycling cast out, and I'm going to be going with the Aether Hub here. It's going to cause us a little bit of punishment on 4, but we'll be alright. Ooh, a nice, another one. In this deck, remember, cast out is your Vraska's Contempt. Would you throw away your Vraska's Contempt? I don't think so. This is going to be a little bit painful on our lands here, so I do think the Grixis mana base is a little bit more powerful there. Because the way it lines out. Because of you guys, I upped Stream Boss's health. And he's a little bit harder to defeat now. He still won't survive you heavy rollers if you guys decide to fight. I still don't understand that, but he is a little bit easier to, I don't know, like interact with, I guess, instead of it just changing from one person to another. So sorry, Andrew. Alright, so we have our 2 energy, and that was the important part. The opponent needs to use his Abrade or his Magma Spray here. He's probably going to do that considering he didn't have a second green to cast his Jade Light. Alright, just another Kinra. Alright, I can deal with that for now. We can deal with Kinra. Alright, we will pay the life, draw a card, taking us down to 15. Okay, we got an Abrade, so that's not bad. Let's go ahead and get down our red source. We'll enter combat. He's going to go ahead and Magma Spray it. Alright, so we were kind of expecting that. Do need to he did let me draw a card though. I can't believe he let me draw a card, like just for the 1 point of damage, or to make me use my energy maybe. You just won the showdown with this deck. That's awesome, dude. Magma Spray. Alright. Well, he runs 4 Magma Sprays, 4 Braid. This deck's really good. Like, this is one of the top tier decks in the meta right now. It's really starting to show its colors. Like, being able to, you know, start playing these Kinras here in the early turns, and then we're taking so much damage, and then he can follow that up with Phoenixes and things of that nature. So that's, oh man, this is gonna be rough. All right, so probably need to cast out something this turn. Yeah, we'll cast something out. So we block here, or block here, and we'll try the cast out. I mean, it should go off. The deck shouldn't be running Blossoming Defense. There we go. I mean, it saved us a little bit of life there. There's the Phoenix, which we kind of expected. Alright, so we'll spend this turn dealing with the Phoenix. It's going to be decent. Now, next turn we might have to deal with Glorybringer, but I mean, we can play our own Glorybringer. He doesn't have Glorybringer. Alright, well, we're staving off damage right now, trying to stabilize. We've got a lot of cards that I wouldn't want to top deck right now, like Adonto. That's pretty good. Alright, so if we play our Glorybringer, he brings back Kenra. So we need to be able to... Razor, thank you for subscribing. Channel is great. Thank you, man. I'm happy that you guys enjoy the channel. Alright, so if we kill this, he can bring back the Kenra from the graveyard. And... Chandra and red mana. Okay, so, but that would... leave me with a Chandra, but still taking 4 next turn. I could actually probably get a little bit more onto the... I don't know. Alright. Maybe Chandra and red mana. Maybe Glorybringer. Alright, so Glorybringer means I take 4. A Braid kill Earthshaker Kenra means I pass. I'm going to maybe I should have played the Glint Sleeve Siphoner for a blocker. Play Glorybringer and don't. Alright, so we're taking 4 either way here. Yeah, it probably wasn't the best. Alright, well. Okay, so now he's got a resilient Kenra that he can bring back next turn. So we he didn't attack. Did he skip his combat phase? Oh my goodness. Opponent punt. Did the opponent punt? Okay. Capitalize. Capitalize. So we do this first. Alright, so now he brings back a Kenra, unless he top decks a Glorybringer. If he top decks a Glorybringer, we're in a little bit of trouble here. I mean, we could still kill the Glorybringer, but alright, so Kenra is a 4/4, which is an 8/8. Alright, so we hit another land. That's great. So we're gonna go. We're gonna attack and exert. I'm gonna plus Chandra for mana, make a black, play Glint Sleeve, and now we can kill 4/4s. So, like that's our hope and prayer here is to dig back from that. His punt, like we were going to be at 1 anyway, so if he finds a way to slip in 1 point of damage, or if we draw a card. Alright, so it was a land on top. Alright, I'm going to cast Gideon and kill that. So, yeah, we're going to cast Gideon. We're going to get an emblem, just in case. And now we're going to attack. Alright. This is feeling much better. How am I liking this 75? There's a couple cards I think like needed to be changed in the deck, but not 100% like just had to be changed. So, all right. So now he needs to decide what he's going to do. I made a change to the sideboard. I didn't want to sleeve up without Lost Legacy in the deck, and you know, you big super fans of Dev, you guys might not like it when I make those small changes, but man, I hate losing to Approach, you know, and just not having the Lost Legacies and not having Negate kind of felt a little bit bad. You know, I know Approach is not a huge hitter, but you know, the moment we forget about it. Alright, so we take 2. And I'm going to say yes. Because why not? This should be the end of the game right here. So let's go ahead and exile the top card. It's a cast out. I'm gonna say cancel. I'm gonna say no. So we're gonna hit for 2. We're firing up Gids. And we're doing damage. Alright. We could have done it by actually like taking his dude, you know. So we could have went Angrath, neg Angrath, take his dude. Yeah, not that I don't like Approach. I do like Approach. Don't get me wrong. Like I actually like playing Approach. I'm Bant Approach. I like the ramp approach, like where you're ramping into a big spell. I like that. I like that version. So, but I'm not a big fan of just the control approach type win, because most of those decks feel like they just don't have enough of a win con. I like to be able to diversify with my win con, so quote of the century right there: diversify with your win cons. But anyway, yeah, I like to have multiple win cons. So, all right. So I think he's going to be killing my Glorybringers. Mangreth is so good though. Like just take his like Jade Light, crack back at him. Chandra's defeat seems pretty good. Sweltering Suns is not horrible. Oh, the Authority, man, really need the Authority in this deck, right? Adonto's probably not the greatest here, considering he wants me to pay life and make exchanges. And Direfleet, man, it really does seem like it would be really good. It wins a lot of the, like, because we have damage base removal. Yeah, probably. I can see Direfleet here, and then maybe another Abrade. I kind of want the Sweltering Suns. Like, it takes out all the little dudes. And if he gets a bunch of Kenras in his opener. So if we're bringing in... we'll just make blockers with Pia. Alright, what else are we taking out? That cast out's probably a must. Let's say we don't go with Huatli. No Huatli. Aether Sphere is going to be great. Gideon's going to be pretty good. Glint Sleeve? I can't take out a Glint Sleeve, but do I really need this much removal? Harvester is going to be a little bit harder to crew, but man, that's a good card here. Let's just say Angrath is not good in this matchup. Nah, no way am I playing Duress against a creature-based deck. That Duress pulls a non-creature, so like I couldn't do that. Ooh. See, this is why Grixis has got a better mana base. Like, this card would have been a cycling land, and it would have been a basic land type, and it would have brought this in untapped. But this is not too bad. We got a little bit of control. I like the cards that we do have, so I'll keep. You're right, minus a Harvester, I almost did, because we had taken some creatures out, but Harvester blocks the Phoenix so well, blocks Glorybringer, so I just kind of felt that I had to have the Harvesters. So, I don't know, like, there is an argument to say Lost Legacy out the Phoenixes, but it seems bad. Alright, so we're going to start here. That leaves us with the open, like, we still have a chance to get an Aether Hub off the top. Nope, just a Gideon. Oh well. Go ahead and play our creature so he can use his kill spell. Bank a little bit of energy. There we go. Alright. Ooh, okay. We'll just go ahead and get this Gideon down, because that seems right. That just seems right. Let's do that. We'll Emblem. If he had 3 mana, I might decide to do like something else. But yeah, he missed a land drop, so. So did we. So did we. Alright, well, we'll see where this goes. Is this a Phoenix? It's a Phoenix. Land. Oh, man. I'm just gonna keep crashing with Gids. I don't... Oh, he did block. Oh, wow. Okay, opponent. I'm just going to abrade it. Okay. That worked out about as well as we could hope for. That worked out really well. All right. Okay. We got to land. We're getting there. We're getting there. Just take us home, kids. Take us home. All right. We've got answers for Glorybringer. We've got answers for, you know, quite a few good things here. Like, he's definitely going to want to slam this Glorybringer. We'll just Chandra's defeat that, and just so he don't even have any like hopes or something in his mind that, you know, that was about to be a thing. Well, we get to play this. We get to crash in with old Gideon again. And now we get to probably make the opponent scoop right here. So he has to kill one of our Plainswalkers to be able to... Yeah, that's not going to do it. That's not going to do it, opponent. Taco says 80 people watching and only 27 likes. You know you liked watching this Mardu deck just beat down one of the top tier decks in Standard. That's right. This is happening. We're just going to cast this Glorybringer off the top. Is that right? Sure. Sure it's right. He still has to answer two things. And we're going to fire up old Gideon. Because Gideon ain't scared. He'll jump in front of any train. That's just what he does. Who is going to abrade our Glorybringer? Well, opponent, that wasn't very nice. Got a magma spray to throw with it? Okay. Alright, opponent. Very well, opponent. Very well. But the next verse will be same as the first. Alright. Here we go. Tacos sound bomb. Tacos would be good right now. We had tacos last night. Let's get into another game. Man, this deck feels great. Draco 420. Alright. We won the dice roll, so we get to be on the play. Man, ooh, got a little removal early. We do get our Canyon Slew here. Looks like I would probably actually cycle it in this hand. Hand's not horrible, though. We can either kill something or cycle on 2, play a PLR on 3. It's not horrible. That's right, Justin. The community is growing, man. We hit 25K. Or, sorry, not 25K. 2.5K. 2,500 subscribers. That's awesome. That is awesome. Thank each and every one of you for helping out with that. I know you guys like share videos, and you know you're always asking people to make sure you hit that like button. That like button helps a lot. Let's just start with our mountain. This way, if like we draw something next turn and that changes our decision, we can still have a black source next turn. And that's the main reason I started with that mountain, is because I wanted to be able to present that I had a... I think our opponent just went straight through his step. Wow, we just went from 27 likes to 40 likes. Wow. You ain't got to call him out, Taco. But that's awesome. That's awesome. The opponent did. He did. Jeffrey signed up for Patreon. Thank you, sir. That's huge. Hope you like coffee time. It's the one thing that I try to make sure I do for the patrons, other than play the games, of course. But well, can't believe the opponent did that. But yeah, coffee times on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Look for the post on Patreon. It's just some guys sitting around talking about Magic, and I say guys because at this point we just haven't gotten any ladies to sit around and talk about Magic with us. So he threw away a Sacred Cat and then he just got it back. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and cycle. Another land. Look at that. I'd rather have lands than not have lands, though. Games where you're flooded feel better than games when you're not. Man, this is not going to be bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, the opponent's missing that. He's going to be a turn behind the whole game. And then if he misses another land drop, it's just pretty much going to be over. But, yeah, that was horrible. Andrew, what's a super chat got to do for a killing blow? I don't know, man. Like, nobody's going to... You know what? We might actually get a killing blow here. We might actually... What's a super chat got to do for a killing blow? It's 500 points $1. I didn't change that. I just gave him more health. So you do the math. Man, you're not supposed to release the rules to a game. You're supposed to make the people figure it out. But yeah, 500 points to $1, sir. And that's the same as it was at $2. He only had 1,000 life. So I just added an extra 0. We went to 10,000 life. Seems like it would be, I tried to make it so that if someone wanted to one-shot the boss, then that would be a little bit harder, because then what's the point of even having the superficial potions or whatever you named that, by the way. You named that. I don't know. I was trying to make it interactive for you guys, like something else for what it is you do for us. Like your guys are always helping out with the channel, so if you get anything more out of what you're already doing, that's what it was for. I think we just do we just kill both of his cats here? Andrew, rally the troops. He's half dead. All right. Also, 10,000 points should survive from stream to stream, even if I have a good day on subs and things like that. So yeah, we're just gonna swing for the 1 point of damage here. No point in giving him the opportunity to kill RP and LR. And if he can't really swing in profitably against us, then Doctor Arrest, no. No. Alright. He's going to come back. No, he's not. The stack's too powerful in the top end. We'll get Plainswalkers. We'll get there. We'll get there. Harness Lightning. Alright, well. How do we set up for a blowout? Hate using a Harness Lightning here, though. Seems a little rough. Has anyone ever had their card hacked on Patreon? Patreon's been in the game for quite some time. I think that if there are people... I think if people weren't... I don't think they would be the, patronage company if they were subject to something of that nature. I'm going to swing. We'll let him double block, and then I'll kill one. He's not going to double block. Okay. He doesn't want to lose his his dudes. I mean, this deck can be extremely explosive, so he could just like throw out a bunch of stuff and like that. There's a puzzle knot. So can destroy it and destroy another a 1/1 that would happen in the future. Wow. All right. Let's we'll abrade 1. We'll take 1, he'll gain 1, but that'll only be a 1-point life swing. I don't want 4-point life swings. That's a little much for our deck to push. Oh my goodness, deck. Come on. Come on. Well, I mean, we can maybe just keep pumping with this Thopter. I mean, so we're just keeping the board slowly going down. It does, but Patreon is they're well known patronage. I don't even YouTube will recognize them, so you could actually I could post my Patreon link on YouTube, and there's very few links that YouTube will. Yeah. Basically, yeah, exactly what Val said. Patreon is legit. It is the real deal. Okay. So we definitely need to hit Huatli for a lot. So we can go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. I mean, this seems horrible because she's just going to tick for 4, tick back up 4 more next turn. But I mean, we did keep him off of the ultimate, which is extremely important. So, whew. What do you guys think about the new wording? The new wording in Magic the Gathering with the now you're not going to actually target the player and redirect to a Plainswalker. You're going to actually just target the Plainswalker, and oh man, that's so hard to deal with. Huatli, come on, cast out. We're probably way too far behind now. And he skipped his first turn through a cat in the grave. So the big play here would be pay 1, sacrifice the Aether Sphere to make only 1 target creature wouldn't be able to block. No, that wouldn't work. Yeah, that'd be horrible. Alright, well, I think I just... How much damage can I get in right here? 1... We can hit for 3, which would take her to 7, so if he we wouldn't be able to ultimate. Alright. Which means I do not get to cast Glint Sleeve this turn, which is horrible. Alright. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna do it. It's not what I want to do, but it's what I'm forced to do. He's got one card left in hand, and again, we can get to a cast out. Just get me to a cast out. I've spent so many resources on this Huatli. My little boy, your little boy is cheering for me. Well, man, I'm hoping that we can beat this Huatli, but unfortunately, he's at the point now where he just sacks this. All right, well, he didn't even see death. Like, he could have just killed us. Yeah. All he had to do was sack this, give all of his dudes. All of his dudes +1/+1. Swing. Definitely spent too many resources on Huatli. Can't believe he didn't swing with a cat. Okay, so do we have an out here? I know those Sweltering Suns are going to be good. Okay, so the opponent had us dead last turn, but he just didn't do it. So let's bring in these Sweltering Suns. That cast out's going to be our answer for Huatli. Authority's not bad here. He's going to make a ton of things. I'm not going to try to burn his cards one for one. I'm going to try to put down creatures and make him have to deal with it and try to wipe his board with Sweltering Suns. I don't think there's cats in this deck, and when I say cats, I mean the Anointed Pouncer. Anointed Pouncer? Isn't that right? Anointed Pouncer? Pouncer? Yeah. Double Strike Cat. I don't think the cats are in here, so. Right, I thought about Lost Legacy for the Plainswalker, but I just really don't know. Direfleet's just kind of dead, but his first strike's really, really relevant. A Parade. Gideon is not a great one here either. Plainswalkers in general are not just overwhelmingly awesome in this matchup. So we might actually want a little bit more removal. Aether Sphere gets over the top, and that's going to be important. But we also have our, I don't think we need the Aether Sphere Harvesters. Maybe maybe take the cast out. Man, how do we beat Huatli by making sure he doesn't have bodies. And I don't think I'm pulling out Pia. Pia gives us another flyer, and flyers are going to be so important in this matchup. So we're gonna run it back like this and see what happens. Cut the Abrades. I think I did cut the Abrades, didn't I? Yeah, I cut the Abrades. Okay, well, we've only got one land, so we're not keeping this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm keeping it. I mean, land off the top means... Sometimes it's just nice to be good at Magic. We do need to hit like double red source though. Ooh, green. So no magma spray up. Ooh. Come on, runner, red source. The next one can even be a Canyon Slough. Matter of fact, I'm kind of okay with that because, you know, I would like the one after that to be like a Dragon Skull. That would just be so good. All right. No baffling in. We're on it. Oh, I need to yield to this thing. That's going to eat away some time. Gaining that life feels good though. We're gonna need it with that mulligan to 5. We're still down on some cards, so. All right. How's the music? A little low? Could we up it a little bit? We gotta get pumped for this. Where are we at? There we go. Ooh, we hit a land, but it's not exactly the land we were looking for. It does give us a play here, though. What's great about this is we will get to attack. Ooh, he's got a Saram's expertise. Pride Sovereign. He might actually have the cats. Oh no, this is just Seth's deck. Saffron Olive's deck. The Cultivator of Blades. Huatli deck. I thought it was a different version, but Dev's deck's holding real well. I mean, we had a really good fight in game 1, or in match 1, and we're having a pretty, like, we just got stomped here in game 1 of match 2, but I mean, I feel good that the deck has the answers and we need to get the job done. Well, remember, guys, Lost Legacy wasn't even in the sideboard. That was a card that I added. But I just didn't want to lose to Approach. There's only a few other games that would really bring it in against. Maybe the Scarab God. You know, those decks. It's always nice to be able to look through a control deck, make sure they didn't bring in other win cons and stuff. So, and to know exactly what you're playing around. Dev versus Saffron. Oh wow, is that what we got going on here? Oh, joke's on you, opponent. We needed that for a red mana anyway. Come on, red source, red source. You guys don't have a golden nut to throw up for that one. I don't know what that emoji's for. That was just pure sweetness. Now, the Dragon Skull Summon off the top is going to be just gravy. If I could call another one in a row, that would be so good. You know what? I'll take it. I'll just take it. That seems decent. I mean, when it just starts flowing, it just starts flowing. All right, so we're just attacking here. And the idea of not exerting right there is putting him on a 2-turn clock this turn, and he has to answer one of these creatures this turn or gain some life. And if he can't do that, which that is not going to do it, then that's going to be game. All right, we'll get into game 3. All right, woo, yeah, that'll wake you up. Man, that felt great. So we definitely just want to stay faster than him. Just stay so much faster than him. All right, I like it. I always thought it was funny, and being good at Magic was just meaning you were top decking that perfect, you know. Ooh, look at it. Oh my goodness, do you guys see how good this hand is? Like, you can see it, right? The worst card in this deck is either Authority or Duress, or in this hand is either Authority or the Duress, because I can't cast them both. But a Duress on like turn 3 might be great before a Huatli comes down. We'll see. We'll see. I do think I'm going to get the Authority down first. Let him actually have to put some stuff onto the battlefield, wipe it away, make him rebuild it. I think that's going to be the plan. So, man, this hand is so good. You know what the cool part about having a good hand is? You can't even draw one if you didn't put the cards in the deck in the first place. So, just good deck building when you just have these amazing hands like this. Oh, this hand looks so great. If we lose, it's going to be so bad. Our turn 3 is just... Alright. Thankfully, we're in Mardu. It can be done the opposite direction. I just accidentally clicked it. We just don't get a single 1-drop now. Perfect hand, and I bumped the Aether Hub looking at it. About to... Oh. Oh. We get the golden nuts, now we get the punts. Alright, alright. We could have gained a life. That could have been tapped. Now it's not. Well. So next turn we'll play tap land. Yeah, we'll play tap land, and then we can duress, and then we'll know whether or not... Now it just doesn't matter. We don't need the energy. So, okay. Well, I'm definitely going to duress then. Yeah, that actually turned out fine, since he's going to take it away from us anyway. I would have rather gotten a 1-drop down, but it looks like everything's going to turn out just fine here. It'll allow us to get into the late game with a decent hand, so... See, now that's going to be great. So, let's go ahead and duress the opponent and see what we're looking at. So we've got Heroic Intervention and Thopter Arrest, Cultivator of Blades. I'll take the Heroic Intervention. And then I'm going to make a white source here. I'm going to play Authority. Play our tap land, pass the turn. So now he can lay some dudes down, and yeah, that kind of came out all right anyway. So that's okay. Now we know he has a Thopter Arrest and a Cultivator of Blades. So this turn I'm actually considering casting... Never mind. Never mind. This buys us a lot of time. All we got to do is just tick it up. And then we'll just pass. Even if he swings into it, hopefully he'll play his Cultivator of Blades. Like, that's what I'm hoping for here. Happy magical top deck land. Alright, so he didn't draw his land. So if I make mana, I can play Angrath. But then Angrath dies on the crackback. I'll exile the top card. It was a land. We're going to go ahead and wipe the board here. Or do I? I could just cast out the cat. Nah, we're gonna wipe the board. Oh, I can't wipe the board. I have to cast out the cat. Should have made mana there. I should have made mana, played Angrath, took one of his servos, and then killed him, and cracked back at him. Everything's at Chandra. Alright, so I'm just gonna cast. This is so horrible. We're casting out a cat. So now he has to feel a little bit safer about playing this cultivator. Oh. Professor Prime Time. Can't stay for long, but how are the games going? So far so good. I mean, we're making an opponent put a lot of resources into our Plainswalker, where the opponent had been making us put Man, that comes in tap. Come on. Okay, well, we have to go for red mana. And it's like, do I want a Sweltering Suns or do I want an Authority? I lose Angrath for this play, but Angrath saves Chandra. So it's like, which one do I really want? And which one, like, saves us? Maybe I just fire this off. I'm just going to fire this off. And then we'll just play the Authority. And pass. At least we'll gain a bunch of life. What do you got, opponent? There's the cultivator. We knew it was finally coming, but alright, he goes wide. We gain a bunch of life. I would love a board wipe or something here. We have 5 mana. Yeah, we can cast anything in the deck. Ooh, perfect. It's so good right now. Good job, Chandra. Good job, girl. Good job. Alright, Chandra. You can get there. Woo. No, so Angrath would have been at 1, and he would have still been able to swing back. So I don't think Angrath would have. Oh no! There goes Chandra. We cannot redirect Angrath's damage. Oh no. Come on, Glorybringer. Let's leave. I'm just playing the Angrath, and I'm going to tick it up. I mean, I could have hit Huatli for 1 and killed 1 dude, but, I mean, I don't know if I can get away with that or not. So we got rid of the Thopter Arrest, and alright, so Angrath's going to take a hit here. Ooh, to kill the Angrath. Wow. Wow. Wow, opponent. Okay, well, I don't know what that last card is. Awesome. Awesome. Perfect. You can't have great top decks if they're not in the deck. Alright, so we kill Huatli. And I am going to exert. Like, I want all things dead. I do not want him, like, getting a foothold here again. Alright, well, he's going to need to add more to the board, and for him to add more to the board means we get a bunch more triggers. They're going to enter tapped, which will buy us a little bit more time. Thopter arrest, okay. Alright, well, that was his last card. Or maybe the last card was a land and he just drew the Thopter arrest. Either way. This is not bad. It's a weird song. Makes you want to... Okay, okay. So, I think I'm going to cycle now. It's okay. That seems pretty decent here. It's, I mean, if I'm going to have to start refilling my hand, making sure that I have a Sweltering Suns there is, that, or having one is just great. That's great. Whew, all right. What are you talking about targeting the Plainswalker? I'm actually really glad that I exerted the Glorybringer. That means that I've got the most value out of it while I could. Oh, wow. He's to this point. Alright, opponent. I don't see why not. You got a ton of deserts. We're going to spend stuff to get stuff here. Oh, this is great. He scoops. There we go. I mean, 2-0 so far. I mean, when the deck has just got terrific cards in it, great answers for everything, the only thing you can pull off the top is gold. Dev. I like it. I like it, good sir. This one's, Mardu has been really competitive for pretty much everything I've put into the Mardu shell lately. Right? Home team, 2-0. Woo! That was not a dab. That was like something you do at a football. I don't, you know what? Here we go. Dev beats Saffron 2-1. Oh no, that was awesome. It was great. That was a really good run. I did enjoy that game. I guess I'll actually have to put a timestamp in for that one. Timestamp to go. You know, Dev's deck versus Mardu or Saffron Olive's deck. The Huatli, man. I actually want to play that Huatli deck. Like just play it. It seems like it'd be a ton of fun. You know, Huatli in these tokens decks are just great. The dream lives. How far into the stream are we, Jonathan? Normally I do these things, these 3 games with Dev's decks. We just got the first 2 games. We won both. So had some really good games. And yeah, so far the deck's doing great. I really enjoy it. And, you know, I said so at the beginning. We'll jump over here while we're waiting. While we're waiting on an opponent. That's right. That's right. Here we go. Anyway, we'll jump into the collection. We'll look at the deck a little bit. I did make a change. I threw a couple Lost Legacies in the deck. I just thought that they were... That's kind of where we wanted to be. The Sweltering Suns are great. This is the card, either this or the Pirate's Pillage, that I'm probably going to end up adding to my Grixis deck after I lost to Vampires. Vampires are... they're pretty good. Yep, they're pretty good. Yeah, right? Like, super, super nice top decks. But, I mean, when every card in your deck would be a nice top deck, okay, so, top deck this, how do you feel about it? Top deck this, how do you feel about it? Top deck this, how do you feel about it? Top deck this, at almost any point when you have the mana to cast it, how do you feel about it? I mean... You can get, like, even the cards that are bad will replace themselves. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me find a bad card. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Bad card. They're in here. There it is. That's it. Worst card in the deck. Found it. Worst card. It's either this is the worst card in the deck, or this is the worst card in the deck. I think if the deck actually ran Fatal Push, this would become the worst card in the deck. But because the deck can't actually cast its 1-mana spell with the Concealed Courtyard, I think that's it. Right? But that's it. This deck, the construction is extremely sound. I'm happy with how it's playing here. What is going on? Oh, we got a game. We won the dice roll and everything. Aether Sphere Harvester. We got a little bit of answers. We are going to start with this just in case we top deck a Glint Sleeve. We top deck a Glint Sleeve, then we'll play this on 2, and this will come in tapped on 4. That's how powerful a Black Source on 1, an Aether Hub on 2, and a Glint Sleeve is. Oh man, is this the same? We're against the same opponent again. Wow. Alright. Well, we didn't get our Glint Sleeve, so no point in playing the Aether Hub. I wonder, like, who is Professor Primetime? Like, they've got no... I'm curious. It can't be the Professor, right? Like, that's not... No way. Alright, well, the opponent did not do much here. We don't even have a land to cycle, so... Hey, that's cool. I'm actually going to play this first, though. And we'll crew it with a Phoenix next turn. So if he Thopter Arrests or something like that. Jungleborn Pioneer. Alright, well... We're definitely going to be... Mr. Triggs, welcome! What's up, sir? How you doing? Oh, man. We're about to do it, guys. Unfortunately, these cards will probably not get played this game. Like, they may get played this game, but it's going to be after turn 5. We have the extra energy. I might pay it just to gain some extra life here. Right, I really wanted to see Heart of Kirin in the deck because of how many Plainswalkers we have, but I'm okay with it without it. We're all right. Okay, well, Saram's expertise, that's pretty good. And he gets a Thopter Arrest. Aw, man. Okay. Okay, well, we'll get back in the air here. Maybe we should play the Pia and then shoot this. Okay, so let's look at our options. We can Chandra, tick up, play Pia. Chandra would be at 5. We would have 2 blockers. Would that put us ahead of the opponent? It would give us a lot more action to put at the opponent next turn. Yeah, I think it's the play. And we're going to go Chandra tick up. Play Pia Nalar. Wow, Lincoln got upset about something. Alright, alright. This could have been a punt, but I think we need to protect Chandra for a minute. Crazy Taco, we just got back. You just got back. Well, dude, we're about to hit 60 likes on... Oh, man. Alright, alright. Alright, opponent. Alright, opponent. Chandra, Chandra. Chandra. All things at Chandra? Okay. So we will crew. I mean, if he's got a pump spell, then we lose our Pia here. Go ahead and gain the life, because that seems decent. Chandra takes a little bit of a beating. Okay. That's going to give us enough mana to get back ahead of this. So we will go ahead and tick up. Now I'm going to harness lightning one of these. We're going to say yes. We're going to Glory Bringer. Going to crew. Enter combat. Like, I want to go after him. Like, at this point, I'm kind of thinking, forget Huatli. Yeah. He's scooped, though. He's done. He doesn't want to play against Glorybringers and such. So, yeah, a second match against that deck. I guess you guys got a little bit of an encore on that one. I know that one was a little bit short, so I'll give him some time so that we don't just end up right back into the deck. I thought we had kind of given some time anyway, but, yeah. Wow. That's your favorite, that's your Mardu vehicle deck, aka the Fast and the Furious. Alright, awesome, Chris. What do we got here? Tony P, what's going on, everyone? Late, but you made it. Well, welcome. You just got back from your standard showdown. And got to throw some thanks to SideboardMTG, because Vona's Hunger is good. Like I said, opponent was surprised. Tell me you got a Carnage Tyrant with it. Tell me you got a Hydra with it. And they were like, oh. Even a cat with a trigger on the stack. You know, it's awesome. It's awesome. Oh, Glorybringer, bam. Bonus Hunger. It's pretty good. Especially against those mid-range decks. Taco, you got us there, man. We're at 60 likes on this video. I mean, we all love Dev. We love Saffron Olive. But it was really good to see Dev, like, run over that deck. Not necessarily saying he would run over Saffron Olive, but the deck did perform really well right there. Okay, so do we try to jump back into another here? Let's try it. Let's give it a shot. Uh-oh, I was close to singing. I was close to singing. We changed an octave. That's close to singing. Gotta watch that. Lock that up. Hey, we got Sis Casino. We won the dice roll again, man. It seems to be a thing. Well, this hand is utter just garbage. Can't believe we kept a hand like this. I'm gonna try not to mess it up this time. Honestly, we probably should have come down with this to get that black source down, because it's a black red, but we've got the mountain, which means that our turn 3 will be fine, which means turn 4 will be fine. So maybe we'll pull into maybe a magma spray or something. Or that could be really good too. And we've got our double red by turn 4. Yeah. Don't even need the energy. The land base is as good as you're probably going to get in... I just want that one swamp. Like, I want one swamp in the deck because, like, man, when people fail to ruin your black source and you don't go get a swamp, oh, that feels bad. It feels bad. Cycling? What opponent? You're cycling. You're cycling. Alright, alright. Getting in there. You got me. You got me, opponent. Got me. Andrew! So, no, maybe. Can you repeat the question? I don't even know what. Now I'm lost. Well, I'm pretty sure you just killed the stream boss. You will be probably the new stream boss at this point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that killed it. I just wanted to make it really hard to be one shot so you guys could do whatever it is you want to do. So if you didn't want to dump 15 at one time, you could have some fun dumping like maybe smaller. That's just horrible. I don't even like. Go on. Whatever. Oh, alright. Andrew, you always get me shook up, man. We ain't supposed to be... I gotta be playing these awesome spells and swinging and doing this stuff so that I can just, like, utterly obliterate our enemies. I have to smash, Andrew. And thank you. You fueled my fire. We're gonna smash. We're going to smash. Wait. YouTube just got some new tools. We can IFTT, and I am going to get one of those new Philips bulbs and get that bad boy hooked up to Wi-Fi. And in the future, when you give a donation like that, lamp will turn on. Like, that is in the works. We're going to make Lampy turn on, or Lamp. Man, you guys see Lamp? We've got a bunch of new people in here. Maybe you don't all know about Lamp, but Lamp is he's a thing in this channel. We like Lamp. Plague Belcher, wow! Hey fella, it's been so long. This is another menace creature that's actually extremely powerful, and people just they don't think about it. But Plague Belcher here is a menace 5/4 for 3 mana, and all he's got to do is kill that little zombie. Lamp, bringer of light. I like how someone actually said Lamp, bringer of light before Nightbot could reply. Right? Andrew's like, sponsor the channel, guys. Make sure you guys are sponsoring the channel. Like, seriously, if you would like to give a donation, there's probably, like, get something out of it for yourself other than playing with the get the golden nuts, the emojis, the cool green name in chat, that sort of thing. Sponsor, it helps out. And, yeah. Alright. At least we get to, like, block with Phoenix, make him use a kill spell. Or do I just play Chandra and tick down, right? That's probably the play, right? You just play Chandra, tick down, and swing. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. Because it seems good. Like, I don't think he's going to have, like, haste on me. So, like, we'll get in for 5 points of damage here. Bye, Belcher. Does it deal damage? Does it say deals damage? No, it loses life. Okay. Alright, we'll get our energy trigger. Alright, so move to combat. Swing with all things. Trigger. Alright. Woo. Here we go. Andrew, as always, man, thank you very much. I appreciate everything it is you do. You've definitely been one of our. You've definitely probably You're definitely the patron, the patron. Thank you, man. Speaking of Andrew and his sponsorship, we've got 2 games coming up this next week. We're going to do the other 2 Challenger decks. I know the red Challenger deck was already run by somebody on TCG Player, and I watched it, and I'm still going to run ours. Like, we're still going to do our thing. So, you know, this just kind of feels right, so I'm going to do it. It may or may not be right, but I'm going to play the land. We're going to it's only 4. Yeah, this is right. Again, I just want to keep pushing damage. I can't play the Huatli this turn, even though I wanted to. I really wanted to play that Huatli. He's going to scoop to that. Yeah, just too much removal for him, you know. People watch other channels. Do shame. For shame. Okay, so, you know, zombies, like, it was mono black zombies, right? Plague Belchers, things like that. So, Sweltering Suns. Maybe we Liliana make our own zombies. I figure at 5 he's got Liliana's Mastery in there somewhere. Cast Out's probably still going to be fairly good. Magma Spray's not bad here. I think Huatli and Angrath are going to be like the weakest plays we have here. So even though we're a Plainswalker deck here, we're gonna drop off. I don't know. I want to play Huatli. Like, this is the last game we get it. We're gonna be playing today. So like, I just want to get that Huatli out. We just need more Plainswalkers on the battlefield, right? It's a Plainswalker deck. Let's play some Plainswalkers. I'm just going to say Adanto. It's kind of an aggressive deck. I don't think that I'm going to be the aggressor this turn because I'm on the draw. So taking the Adantos out felt a little bit better than the others. So, well, I guess I'll explain what Andrew told me. He said that he just didn't have time to play as much Magic anymore and ended up watching me play Magic. So if you guys enjoy watching, make sure you hit that subscribe button. This is a bad hand, but I've already mulliganed once. I'll keep. Sure. We'll just cycle and see if we can draw into something better. So, yeah, it's not about like. I'm just moving on. Absolutely, smash that like button. We're gonna try to get to this Huatli. I want to play Huatli so bad. This hand is going to at least let me cast it. Probably make me a nice little 3/3 with trample. Seems good. Mimic. That is not what we're hoping for. Not what we're hoping for. Okay, so we need Braid, Harness Lightning, something off the top. So, cycle, cast out. Come on. Hey, that seems good. Got it. Whew. Alright, so we got a good cast out there. That was really, really good. We get to see what's going on here. Another red source would be nice. Even Canyon Slough wouldn't be horrible. Okay. So yeah, I would rather kill the Mimic than kill that. So we'll have a 2/2 Kenray Eternal. Alright, alright. You know, I looked over the notes that were leaked or released, well, leaked and then released. I looked over the notes and everything, and you know, there's a lot of really cool interactions coming with the Saga thing. I kind of like it. Of course, for the Horde, as soon as I read a card that had Afflict on it, I was like, that's Zane right there. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I think I gotta cycle this. Depending on what he plays, I think I gotta cycle this. I've gotta dig for that Dragon Skull Summit. It's right there. It's right there near the top of the library. It's gotta be. It has to be. I'll accept one of the other 3 mountains, but a Dragon Skull, it's just, it needs to be there. A flick. I see a flick. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Oh no, what do you got? What do you... Don't have anything I have to answer. Okay, so he's just going to make it small. So, cycling here means that if we don't hit it, we don't have a kill spell. If we do hit it, we use this as a kill spell, which we could just keep this and use it as a kill spell anyway. So, cycling my cast out doesn't 100% feel great right here. But I'm going to go for it. And that sounds horrible, but I am going for it. Probably should have done it in the end step so he doesn't get another priority. Alright. Come on. Where you at? Where you at? You ain't there. You ain't there. Alright, well, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. We'll take 7 this turn, and if we don't pull red source or untapped source next turn, we're dead. Yeah. We'll go ahead and scoop it up. Whew. Yeah, I knew that I was stepping into what could possibly be a punt. That was kind of, you know, one of 2 lines. Honestly, I probably should have asked Andrew what, you know, what he thought I should have done right there and just used the stream boss. But all right. A braid seems good. Lost leg, cast out. Duress, Danto. All right, so we're back on the aggressive here, though. Let's just run it back. I mean, maybe the Adantos. Like, I kind of want to put the Adantos in. I kind of want the Abrade, too. I'm actually going to... Man, it feels bad to cut a Chandra. Let's not cut a Chandra. I don't know, if he gets stuck on land, Angrath would be so good. Take his dude and swing at him. Take his 5/4 and swing. So Angrath might be really good. Maybe it's Gideon. Gideon's aggressive. Maybe it is a Gideon, though. We're going to take out the Gideons. We'll go from here. Dire Fleet with first strike? Yeah. I mean, he hasn't shown me any really good kill spells, though, so. It's not the greatest hand, but we've got some red sources. We got probably maybe even bank a little bit of extra energy here. If we can bank that extra energy, we can use it into our Sweltering Suns and our Chandra. That should get us to where we need to be. We're still live for drawing a Glint Sleeve Siphoner. So I am gonna start with the Dragon Skull Summit. If we draw a Glint Sleeve, it'll punish us on 3 if we draw another fast land, but I'm willing to take that line. Okay, so no Glint Sleeve, so we don't have to pay the energy or play the energy land yet. Alright, so we're just going to pass back. And probably going to try to save this to deal with a 5-4 later. 4 power, or 4 toughness is just... Right, yeah, I had the other line where I could have just, like, not cycled the cast out, and it technically would have, you know, given me a little bit more. It's a really good target for Harness Lightning here, so at end of turn, we'll either do this or a Mimic. So it just depends on what he has. I mean, if he's got a Mimic, we'll just burn the Mimic. Alright, so we got the Mimic there. Hope you guys like that. Huh? Huh? That's why I took that 2 damage. Ooh, gotta land off the top. We'll just drop this bad girl down right here. We've got 2 extra energy banked. We're going to be able to use that for our second red sources, which the deck has had more struggling with getting colored than I actually expected out of the deck. That's just because, I don't know, I make some really... I'm a Grixis player, so I'm normally like making these other plays, I guess. Do we kill this? We don't kill it, do we? No, he ain't even gonna swing. Okay. Oh, nice. Well, that's gonna give me a lot of pressure. So I'm actually gonna cast that now. And as he's got 4 cards left in his hand, this will help us get a lot. Like, it's a blocker. It'll help us get through creatures, things like that. It'll start getting over. We'll start pushing damage, and we'll make the opponent actually like force a play. He's going to have to do something to answer this, which should make our Chandra just that much safer in the long run. Also, if we get to 5 mana, we can uptick Chandra and Sweltering Suns, so that's not bad. Do I have a list for the green-black ramp deck? Interested in seeing it? If I played it, there should be a Mana Traders link somewhere. Okay. Oops. Oops. Gotta make that red mana. We've been talking about it the whole game. Gotta make it. Gots to make it. I think I just like tick up and, I don't know, braid this. And then we'll just swing for 4 with the Phoenix. And that'll leave Pia back for a blocker. I mean, as much as I don't really want to use Pia as a blocker, I will. Because if we can hold him off of, like, if we can hold him off till Chandra ticks up, then everything's going to be so good. Andrew's like, sponsor the channel. We're trying to get to more emojis. Yeah, I mean, we do need a couple more sponsors before we get to the next emoji. I've still got to fix that smash emoji. Got to fix that smash emoji. Evan's going to be like, man, can't believe you're messing up my emoji. It's the white on the back background. Well, I mean, he's using some cards to do it. I mean, there ain't a whole lot I can say about that. We didn't bring in Lily, did we? We didn't try to be a better zombie deck than him. Maybe we should have. I will block just because I do want to keep, you know, Chandra healthy. If we can keep Chandra healthy a couple more turns, it's going to be real good. Real good. So far, guys, like, this deck is super sweet. I would definitely want to, like, tune its matchups to, you know, decks that I would expect to see, but meta tune, if you will. But like, the overall just base of the deck, just, you know, a nice, smooth, good running deck. Everything's there. There wouldn't be many changes you would want to make. Maybe a small tweak or adjustment to the mana base. Yeah, this seems good. This just seems great. Discard a card. You're going to be able to start getting your Dread Wanderer back, fella. Because you're not going to have any cards in hand. And we'll cycle if we need to. So, yeah. Apparently, a lot of people don't know that, like, the only thing you need to do to have a YouTube account is actually just log in with your Gmail. If you have a Google email, then you can log into YouTube with either, like, your Facebook or something like that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, opponent. Uh-oh. That's pretty good, opponent. Sweltering Suns is better. Does he scoop to Suns? I bet he does. I bet he scoops to Suns. Let's go double red. Chandra's so good at making mana. Ooh. Oh, so good. Like, take one of his dudes, hit him with it. Nah, we're just gonna make him lose life. Yeah, we'll just pay the colorless, and then cast it. I still don't know if I want to cycle. Like, so far, like, there's just no need to really cycle. Yeah, there we go. Plainswalkers. I mean, when you're Mardu Plainswalkers, you've got some of the most powerful Plainswalkers in the format. I mean, look at this. All of these Plainswalkers can just kill you. I mean, if you splashed green for Vraska, it would be over. Like, I mean, you would just have all the things. I don't know if I would do that as of right now. The mana base is a little bit rough. Personally, I'd like to see more of these Canyon Sloughs because, you know, if you can get that down on turn 1, just everything feels so much safer. So I would just really like to see more Canyon Sloughs. Yeah, just everything feels much better. Dragon Skull Summits are nice, but honestly, the first thing I would do if I was doing anything to this deck was I would just pull one Dragon Skull out, go ahead and throw in that other Canyon Slough. That's also going to increase your black sources, which you're not like going to be 100% on needing these black sources all of the time, but it will increase your black sources, which black sources is really important because you kind of want it on turn 1. Like, you need that black source in your opening hand. And yeah, we've got plenty of sources for it, but how do those sources enter? Are those sources going to be accessible to us and we can't count the Aether Hub because we're trying to have this really powerful line? Notice one of the things that I did play today was I was just really emphasizing on how powerful this opener is, and we won some really great games today. So, you know, we won some great games against some really good matchups. We lost a few games in the matchups as well. So, you know, all of those things they're going to happen. But when you have a glint sleeve out, if it survives, it just makes everything so much better. And when you can turn to that Aether Hub and you got that black source on turn 1, you know, I think that that's going to do terrific things for you. Cards I would like to see in the deck. Cards I don't think the deck needs is going to be the Aether Sphere Harvester. Aether Sphere Harvester is really good, and yeah, there was a game where I was, you know, cracking in a little bit of extra damage with it, but it's not exactly where we had to be. So I don't know if Aether Sphere Harvester is like 100% what we need in the deck. Adanto, didn't see him. I know I took him out in a few games. I especially think if you're on the draw with this deck, you're going to want to take Adanto out. If you're playing against a deck that's extremely aggressive, you really need to know how your spells are going to match up against theirs before you even really think about, you know, Adanto there. Because if you got to start paying 4 life and then they all of a sudden start making it to where you can't even block, then I think then that might be dangerous. Okay, so that's actually what I was just getting to, Jan. I actually think Heart of Kirin is better here, and I don't know if I have hearts. I don't think I have hearts, but I really do think Heart of Kirin is better. Oh man, than the Adanto Vanguard, and that's mainly because of how many people are backing off Fatal Push right now. But with the green-black snake deck getting a lot of love again, I don't even know if I would play that many hearts. And the hearts might actually be in the sideboard, so that main board, you know, we just weren't worried about that. But 4 damage, 4 damage, 4 damage. Like, this deck gets there with 4 damage at a time so easy. I would consider one push in the deck, just to give me a... that ain't how you spell push. I can't even try. Yeah, whatever. Fatal pushes. The promos, man, they just gave these things away. We'll put a legit push in there. I need to actually get 4 legit pushes over my promos. I should like trade these for legit ones, because every time I build a deck with the promos in and I go to upload it to a website, like they don't see my fatal pushes. I would probably run something close to this. Maybe this Adanto would just be gone altogether. At this point, we're starting to look kind of like a higher end Mardu Vehicles. But again, like maybe that's kind of the point, and you got this 4 slot that's just open for something else. I just don't think it's Adanto, but you know, Adanto will let you be extremely aggressive. If you wanted to play like I do, where you want to sit back and kind of ride on your Plainswalkers, it's probably Moment of Craving that you're wanting in this spot, and maybe a copy of Vraska's Contempt or something. You don't want to like let them get away with a River's Rebuke or something. Like expect River's Rebuke to start showing up a little bit, or something that can put a lot of things back. But yeah, Heart looks like it would fit really well in here using the Plainswalkers to crew and stuff. But I really want like a Liliana or something like that in the deck over the Heart. Like I would probably. Like, Liliana just seems great in the deck. You can even tick it up to, like, crew a Aethersphere Harvester. So, I would want a Liliana and possibly another Glorybringer or so. Just having that curve of where you know, go Rekindling Phoenix into a Glorybringer is just great. So, yeah. Vanguard is for an aggro deck with Plainswalkers. You want to be more defensive instead. Well, that's kind of the point, is you can use him to just hedge, and I think if you're trying to just like literally hedge damage away, Sacred Cat's probably better. I mean, that's a roadblock, man. You need a speed bump. Throw a Sacred Cat in front of it. I ain't joking. Sacred Cat's like highly underrated, and you know, you can get a lot of value out of a Sacred Cat. And real cheap, squeeze it in, you know, with, you know, a lot of your other spells. Normally you have that 1 mana. So, I mean, if you're just trying to create a roadblock, I just think that there's this, this small window of about 3 or 4 cards in this deck that you're going to be able to add just about your own spice to. Whatever you want to go with. If you don't really take out much more than, I don't know, let's say this. Let's say you just play it like, I don't know, something like this. I've got 2 and 2 split here. Like you can go 3 magma sprays, you know, but whatever. I would go. Let's say you got this deck and these 3 cards. Put in whatever you want, and then from there, you know, you can just kind of have some fun with it. Almost all decks, no matter how good they are, there's usually a little bit of room for some jank or for some spice. You know, something that your opponent's not going to expect. This deck's kind of all that, with it being Plainswalkers. But either way, that is the deck. It's going to be a few hours before I'm back online. We've got the Patreon games coming up later tonight. Got 4 games for you guys. Hoping that I can get that 4th slot filled. So again, calling my patrons, if you have already paid for this month, and If you have not had a deck run, let me know, and like just post it on the March Patreon games, and we will get into that here shortly. Guys, did you like the deck? Like, Dev did a great job, right? I think so. Also, definitely want to throw one more plug in. That's right. See, a plug in. We're gonna throw another Glade at you with the 15% off your first 4 months when you sign up with Mana Traders. So if you want to play this deck, you want to play any deck in Standard, Modern, Legacy, Vintage, anything that can be played on Magic Online, Mana Traders got you covered. And when you use SideboardMTG 15, should be at the bottom of the screen down there, SideboardMTG 15, you can save 15% on your first 4 months. It's a pretty good deal. The guys over at Mana Traders, they must really like us, because that is a sweet promo. And you know, if you stay with Mana Traders long enough, you can gain all kinds of different benefits. They love giving back, so you know, that's awesome. And I get that feeling from being one of their customers, one of their the people they just won over. Like, when I found that I could just play every deck in Standard, whether I had the cards or not, and I'm just really a Standard player, and if I just get to play everything, that's where it's at, man. So yeah, what is people falling back from? Fatal Push? Yeah, they are falling back from Fatal Push because Mardu Vehicles is pretty prominent right now. We've got a lot of cards that are a little bit hard to deal with. We've got the Kinras and everything, and Magma Spray is actually dealing with those and helping hold those back. So Magma Spray is really, really valuable right now. Honestly, I would say that it should probably be one of my... Yeah, we didn't put the promos in. I wouldn't... I don't like giving up on a Harness Lightning, but the deck could probably be run like that, and then 2 pieces of Spice. My 2 pieces of Spice is I would run it something like this, and then go Glorybringer, Liliana, like that. I think that's what I would do. Like, I don't know. 3rd Glorybringer and a Liliana seem really good to me. So, all right, guys. Stick around for the credits. Thanks to everyone for coming out. Like, Dev's decks are one of the greatest things. Like, they're awesome. I enjoy running them, even when they're budget and are easily outpowered by our insanely powerful meta. They're always fun to see these different ideas. So if you did like today's show, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Play Clay's green-black deck. Jeffrey, all right, we will take a look at it. I think you just signed up, didn't you, Jeffrey? All right, we'll look at it, and if I still have an open slot, I'll let him squeeze in there. We'll get it done. Green-black deck. Is it good? Is it good, Clay? Huh? You built this deck just driving home, didn't you? You're driving home, you're playing with your phone, and you just built this deck. Stopped at the gas pump. Yeah, these cards look good. All right, I'm gonna go check it out, Justin. We'll see what's up. We'll see you back here at 8 Mountain Standard Time. Has the time changed yet, or does that happen tonight? Has time changed tonight? Mind blown. Either way, we'll see you back here at 8 o'clock tonight. We'll be playing the Patreon games. 4 decks for you. We'll be tuning those decks a little bit, going through them, and you know, doing what we do. Guys, I hope you had fun. I had fun. We'll see you next time here on Sideboard MTG.